Hi guys, welcome back to your favorite channel Webslesson. And this is Node.js tutorial series for beginners. And in this part, we will learn how to make MySQL database connection in the Node application. So after making database connection, we will make CRUD application in Node.js. In previous part, we have already learned how to submit form data in Node.js application. Now we have to learn something new in Node.js. So in this part, I will show you how to make MySQL database connection in Node.js application. So for make database connection, first we will download Node.js MySQL module. After this, I will show you how to include MySQL module in the Node application. Next, I will show you how to define MySQL database configuration for make connection. And after this, I will show you how to check MySQL connection is done or not. And lastly, I will show you output in the browser. Now let's start discussing this topic. So here, we can see testing MySQL database, which I have started MySQL server using XAMPP server, and we will connect Node application to this database. Now we want to download Node.js MySQL module. So for this, we have go to command prompt. And here we have go to directory, in which I have create Node.js application. After this, for download Node.js driver for MySQL. So here, I have run npm install MySQL command. So this command will download Node.js driver for MySQL database in the directory, in which we have create Node application. After this, we have go to text editor, and here we have open package.json file. And under this file, we can see that MySQL has been added in dependencies. After this, we have to open process.javascript file. And under this file, we have to write constant MySQL variable is equal to require function. And under this, we have to write MySQL. So by using this code, it will importing MySQL module. After this, we want to define configuration for creating MySQL connection. So here, we have to write constant connection variable is equal to MySQL.create connection function. This function will make MySQL database connection. And under this function, we have to define MySQL database configuration in JSON format. So first, we have to define host for connection. So in first key, we have to write host, and in value, we have to write localhost. After this, we want to define default port for MySQL. So here in key, we have to write port, and in value, we have to write 3006. Next, we want to define database name, from which we want to connect out Node application. So for this, in the key, we have to write database. And in value, we have to write testing, and after this, we want to define username of the MySQL database. So for this, in the key, we have to write user. And in the value, we have to write root. Lastly, in MySQL database configuration, we want to define password of the MySQL database. So for this, here we have to write password, in value we have to write blank. So after define this configuration, it will try to make MySQL database connection. Now we want to execute MySQL database connection. So for this, first here, we have defined one database connection status variable. And under this variable, we will store MySQL database connection status. After this, below it, we have to write connection.connect function. So here this function has been used for create a MySQL connection. Under this function, we have to write one callback function with error variable as parameter. Under this function, we have to write if statement. And under condition, we have to write error variable. So this condition will check if there is any error occurs. Then it will execute if block of code, and under this block, we have to write database connection status variable is equal to error message like MySQL database connection error. But suppose there is no any database connection error has been occurs. Then it will execute else block of code, and under this block, we have to write database connection status variable is equal to success message like Node.js application successfully connect to MySQL database. Now we want to display connection status on the web page when page has been loaded in the browser. So for this, here we have to append database connection status variable. So when HTML form has been loaded in the browser, then it will display database connection status on the web page. Now we have saved this code and check output in the browser. So for this, we have go to command prompt. And here, we have to run node command with process.js file. Now we have go to browser, and here, we have to write localhost with 2000 port number. So here we can see that HTML form has been loaded in the browser. And here, we can see that MySQL database connection message like Node.js application successfully connect to MySQL database. Now here, we can see that XAMPP server control panel. And here, we have to stop MySQL database. So here, we can see that MySQL server has been stopped. Now again, we have go to command prompt, and run node command with file name. After this, here in browser, we have to refresh web page. And here, we can see that MySQL database connection error. Now again, we have to start MySQL server from this XAMPP server. And after starting of MySQL server, we have go to command prompt. And again, we have run node command with file name. Now we have go to browser and refresh web page. And after refresh of web page, here we can see that Node.js application successfully connect to MySQL database. So in this part, we have learned how to make database connection in the Node.js application. In next part, we will learn how to insert form data into MySQL database from this Node.js application. So we will be meet in next part. Lastly, thank you for watching this tutorial.